Hey everyone, today I'm talking with Ahren Bloomquist, owner of Eminent Machine Supply, an online-only retailer with its operations based in Illinois. Ahren has had a long history of success in operating online and has relied mostly on word-of-mouth advertising efforts. He has a competitor that has moved into a heavier digital marketing strategy, and Ahren wanted a near turnkey solution to help him stay competitive. And Eminent Tattoo Supply has been on the Feek marketing platform for a little over 2 weeks now. I know we only launched 10 days ago, but you can't launch a product without some users. And we have one of our early users today. So Ahren, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself and anything I didn't cover that you would like to share about Eminent Machine Supply?
I started Eminent Machine Supply in 2007, and that was just strictly based word of mouth, social media, and just started with 2 products and grew up to whatever we have now for products in a full-on e-commerce store. Been tattooing since 1995 and making machines since 1997, so I'm a little bit familiar with what's going on with the tattooing market.
So you would say that you're an expert in your field, and you have just a little bit of experience in the space, almost 30 years in tattooing, and close about 25 years in machine building.
Yeah, 28 years building, I guess, or 27 years building, something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
So
as an entrepreneur and sole proprietor of your businesses. I know your time is probably stretched thin. How much time did you have to spend working with me on this project?
Oh, shit. I hardly spent any time at all. I mean, it was pretty quick and easy way to get going. I think we did, maybe 2, 3 Zoom meetings at the most. The first one maybe being the longest of about 45 minutes, maybe an hour at best. And that was just trying to go over the beginnings of what we should go over to try to implement the right things.
Right. So each meeting was like less though than an hour each time.
Oh yeah, I think a couple of them were only half hour.
So that's one of the things that I want to try and be mindful of, right? Is everybody's time, because your time is valuable, right? Like that's time away from your marketing efforts, from being able to acquire new products and customers. So I wanted to make sure that you were able to do the things that you needed to do for your business.
Yeah, I don't have time to be messing around with, a 2-hour meeting here and a 4-hour meeting here. Now I'd rather just keep going the way I'm going instead of deal with that shit. So
yeah. Now, to outline what success meant to you, what did you want to achieve when we started working together?
I think basically I wanted to just try to reach out to a bigger audience, or whatever you might want to call it. More customers. Just to get more customers. I already have a high conversion rate and everything, according to the e-commerce platform that I use, which is Shopify. I'm already, from day one when I signed up with them, I was already doing better. Most people get around a 3 or 4% conversion rate. I think from day one I was at 7 or 8. So the conversion rates weren't really an issue. It was more of an issue of trying to just reach more of a customer base, being that it is solely internet. I can ship all over the world. So without doing any sort of advertising, I'm pretty sure I was missing some sort of customer base.
Yeah, some opportunities there.
Yeah.
And when we started this project and we were going through a measurement plan here for you, do you feel like your needs were understood?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I didn't have to go back with too many. No, you need to do this. Just that whatever you're doing doesn't make any sense for what I'm trying to do. We didn't have to do any of that.
That's good to hear. I'm glad that we, for those watching, we didn't rehearse this. I did send Ahren the questions beforehand, but I'm glad, that one did catch me a little off guard. So I'm glad that you felt like, yes, it worked. All right. So we use Google Ads to drive traffic, and we adjusted keywords as we got clicks. With it being just 2 weeks in, how close are we to your goal of getting you a new customer base, getting you some more exposure?
I'm not the best person with the technology and stuff or things like that. I do have analytics on the site that I can check into, but they're kind of a pain to track and follow and all of that. I do, just from physical of what's going on in this with shipping, I do feel just shipping alone, certain days have picked up where maybe other days were a little slower. In the last 2 weeks, I feel that. So, like the weekend is always my busiest shipping day. Obviously, I don't ship Saturday and Sunday, so that was always busy. But now I'm getting a lot more orders out during the week.
Yeah, and that makes sense with some of the analytics that we're seeing. I don't want to give your competitors any details, but that adds to some of the insights that we're seeing on the trend analysis that we're monitoring.
Yeah, we don't need to give them any heads up on anything.
No. And then currently we are at a cost per click of just 57 cents per click. So every time somebody visits your site, it's only 57 cents. On average, it's $1 to $2 per click. So we're 43% better than just a standard management service. Do you feel like that's a valuable or a negative impact to your customer acquisition cost?
I don't think so. I mean, 57 cents isn't.
Yeah, to get somebody to visit your site and possibly, yeah. I mean, like passing out $1 or $2 here or there, but now we're sub $1, sub 75 cents for somebody to come and learn about your products.
Well, even if they buy one thing, I think my cheapest product, I think, is probably $3. So even if I just sold one of those, I covered the cost.
Yeah, and the reason why it's important to cover those costs and really make sure that we're effective. If I understood your needs correctly, not just anybody can purchase your product. You're a specialty retailer, correct? You're not open to the public.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not open to the public. You have to be a professional tattooer in order to buy. You have to fill out a form, and I do checks to make sure you're actually what you say you are.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we didn't just flood with just massive amounts of marketing and driving traffic to your site. It's really driving that right and proper traffic, the correct traffic, right? Like,
yeah, correct. Yeah.
And then so we learned a lot about who was searching for your products, including a large portion of them using mobile devices versus laptops and desktops. That was actually surprising to me, knowing what your business is. We also identified in just 2 weeks a micro segment of where you could expand your market to, right? We won't share with your competitors who that is just yet, but that was exciting, being able to like focus and grow a whole new market base. You mentioned that you had analytics through Shopify, and this isn't a bash Shopify moment, but how long would it have taken you in the past to understand who your users on your site were? And were you able to identify, those smaller micro segmentations of consumers with the analytics that you had?
Those analytics, they break down if it's a direct straight to the site, or if it's through social media, but it doesn't say what social media platforms it's through. And it does break down as far as mobile device and desktop. And then it'll break down what parts of the country, but not states and things like that.
Yeah. So we were able
parts of the world even, it'll tell you Australia, whatever.
Yeah. We were able to get a little bit more detailed in where people were coming from and what languages they were speaking and how they were actually finding you. So it sounds like you were able to do that with Shopify, but maybe like a little bit longer of a route and maybe not as detailed.
Not nearly as detailed. I would say they're just kind of skimming the surface and showing you, which I guess is good. But I think at that point, those would be good if you understand your own marketing, or if you want to dump a lot of money into a marketing agency that's going to claim they're going to get you, 6 figures worth of sales per month.
Technical difficulties. All right. So to wrap it up here, we created a low cost Google Ads campaign, and we used Feek's trend engine to identify a good mix of ad terms. We monitored the activity and we adjusted the terms as needed for the first phase. Over the next several weeks, we're going to dynamically change Ahren's ads. And yes, we do know that Google has the Google word insertion. However, we're doing something slightly different because we want to be able to meld Ahren's skill set with what technology tells us is the right direction. We're not trying to tell Ahren how to do business. We're trying to make sure that he's leveraged appropriately to make the right decision for his business. And currently we're 33% higher than expected on our current ad spend. And we're getting 43% more 43% less spend than we would have before. So we're getting a third more clicks than our competitors at 43% cheaper than just managing it here on our own. And that was in less than 2 weeks and $10 a day in Google ad spend. So if you have any questions, if there's anything we didn't cover here today, please reach out. We can always reach back out to Ahren and answer those questions. Or if you're interested in understanding how Feek can help manage your marketing efforts, please send me an email at justin@seekfeek.com or just visit the website seekfeek.com. Thank you very much and have a great day.